Okay, here we go. Trust me, Jack's beanstalk stinks. This story is told by the giant's point of view. So let me read it, and then I'll show you the pictures. People think it's easy being a giant. You get to be rotten, grumpy, and loud. You're big and tough. You have gobs of treasure, and nobody tells you to behave. There he is. Not how I visualized him. Giant life is no picnic, though. It's hard to find shoes that fit. My knees hurt from the weight of my huge body. And I'm always hungry. Always. But the worst thing? Humans. Humans are part of a balanced, giant breakfast. But when you're not eating them, they're a real pain. Sometimes they laugh at me behind my back. They call me stinky and fatso. They ring my doorbell and run away. Ha ha, very funny. So here he is, icing his knees. And here are the mean kids ringing his doorbell and running away. This boy named Jack was extra bold, meaning brave. He came up through the clouds one day while I was out gathering a small breakfast. He tricked my wife into feeding him, then hid inside my house. I mean, come on. Would he hide inside a human's house? That's a crime. So here's the giant getting some cattle. But here's, Jack's on the other side. Sorry, I can't do this right here. So naughty. Well, he didn't trick me. I could smell him. He smelled delicious. Maybe you still smell that kitty casserole from last night. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I said. In giant, this means something like, go on home now. I promise I won't eat you. But he stayed in his hiding place, that little rat. There he is. After breakfast, I took a nap, like I always do. Eating makes me tired. And when I did, Jack stole a bag of gold. Humans, nutritious and sneaky. Oh my gosh. Sometime later, Jack came back again. And again, he tricked my wife into letting him inside. When I came home from picking up a light breakfast, I could smell him. I knew who it was. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I yelled. This can also mean give me back my gold and we'll call it even. I definitely won't eat you, but he didn't come out. And the wife says, maybe you still smell like that little dude stew from supper last night. So here are the cattle that he caught. There's, Jack hiding. Just like that, I ate my meal and tried to forget about Jack. I relaxed with my goose, the one that lays golden eggs. Soon I took a little snooze. Of course, that pesky boy couldn't let a guy rest. You know what he did? He stole my goose. The lousy, no good, miserable thief. Oh my gosh. This is not the Jack that I've heard in stories. The last time Jack came around, I called out, fee, fi, fo, fum. This can even mean, darn it, I'm really angry now. My wife and I searched but couldn't find him. I kept looking, but soon I got hungry. Big surprise. After breakfast, I enjoyed some lovely music. My golden harp sang to me, and the sound was even sweeter than boy berry pie. I rested my eyes a bit. I'd finally forgotten about Jack. The next thing you know, my harp is calling, Master, Master. Jack was running off with it, and I thundered after. I almost caught up to them too, but they disappeared into the clouds. And there it was, a big beanstalk. Jack was climbing down. Well, I'm a smart guy. I know a dangerous thing when I see it. I didn't want to go down there, no way. But then my harp called out again. So down I went. Down, Down, that stalk was wobbly, but I kept going. I mean, what is a giant supposed to do when his harp is stolen? The beanstalk shook once, twice, then toppled over. Jack had chopped it with an axe. I fell and broke my crown. That's an old-fashioned way of saying I whacked my head real good. Even if you're a big, tough giant, that hurts. Oh, look at his head. And Jack is just there laughing. My wife said I should forget about Jack, but sometimes I still look through the hole in the clouds. Jack and his mother got rich selling golden eggs. They fattened up nicely. And Jack got married. My golden harp sang at the wedding. It was a lovely party. I'll tell you one thing. Someday, when my crown feels better, I'm going down there to get my stuff back. Maybe I'll grab lunch while I'm down there, too. Hee hee hee. So it says, think about it. Read a classic version of Jack and the Beanstalk and compare it to the Giant's version. List some things that happen in the classic version that don't happen in the Giant's version. Why do you think those parts were left out of the Giant's story? The classic version of Jack and the Beanstalk is told by an invisible narrator. So that's point of view, right? Third person. This version is told by the giant from the giant's point of view, which is first person. How might the story be different? It was told from another character's point of view. What if Jack's mother, or the giant's wife told the story? The classic version of the story lets readers know that Jack and his mom are very poor and hungry. The giant's version doesn't talk about that. How does leaving out this information change the story? The giant says it's hard to be a giant. Humans bother him and he just wants to be left alone. Do you believe him? Why or why not? Hope you enjoyed it.